Hello student, welcome back to Wireless Sensor Network. We have already completed the first chapter, that is introduction and applications of the sensor network. Now we are going to study chapter number 2, and that is a single node architecture. In single node architecture, we are going to study the various building blocks which will make a single node of a sensor network. The main component of a single sensor node typically are microcontroller, then communication device, that is a transceiver that can be based upon any standardized protocols or even the proprietary protocol. The controller may be microprocessor, microcontroller, it can be FPGA, DSP. Then we require the memory and the power supply. Power supply can be in form of the battery or a rechargeable battery, or it can be anything in form of the energy harvesting technique. And then first we start the detailed discussion about the sensors. If we look at the block diagram in detail, then we find that various sensors can be used to connect the physical quantity to the sensor node. Now, depending upon the output of a sensor network, we require the various interfaces. So first thing is that analog sensing output is converted into digital using the resolution which is necessary for the given application. Then using the protocols like SPI or I2C and many more, then it can be connected to the processor system. Sometimes if data is available in only two of the discrete states like digital data on and off of the light, then ADC is not required, but it can be directly connected. So in this chapter we will study the various processors, which are the options available and comparison between them. Then the communication subsystems, the energy comparison. Then we will study by taking the case study of various sensor node which are very popular in the market. So first we will start with the sensor subsystem. Now, why sensors are important? So that this discussion we will do in chapter number 1, that which are the type of the sensor, what is the role of a sensor node or a sensor subsystem, then which are the aspects. So we will make the comparison in terms of the cost, features, size, then usable life, the precision, power dissipation, energy generation. So then the type of the sensor, they can be active or passive, they can be only directional or they can be directional sensor. So all these things we will discuss in this chapter.